He only started doing that for you guys because he was not dancing when I was dancing. I was dancing the entirety of the intro. You just started 5 seconds before. You know, I always put my husband on blast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Watch Autumn Keto. My name is Autumn. This is my husband, Richard. And we go live every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, talking about all things keto and really all things our lives and how keto fits into our lives and how it can fit into your life too, right? You can find me like all right here at Watch Autumn Keto in these places. I know, right? And then you can find me at watchautumnketo.com, or if you want some like gear to like express to the world how like keto strong you are, it's a movement, right? It's a vibe. You can go right down there. I am ketostrong.com. So we're so glad that you were here with us this morning.
It was really good.
Thank you. Look at my hair. I just did that on top. Yeah, no, I just did that on top of my head. You guys here, let me take my hair down. It's in a clip. It looks ridiculous. But thank you. But yeah, I got the curls for the girls right now. Absolutely. So yeah, I got my hair done on Monday, and literally until I just took it down, it's been in that clip since Monday. So I know, right? So I guess I have to take it down eventually. Well, it's the look to give my neck some rest because it'd be hot, you know, like that was always my beef with ponytails, is that it'd be hot on your neck. Sylvia's here, says good morning everybody. Exactly. Oh, pony beef. Hope you're having a great Wednesday so far. I absolutely am.
Good morning.
Yes. Okay. So just to let you know, if you are watching on Facebook, apparently StreamYard is having some sort of issue going live on Facebook. So if it cuts off early or something, they are working on that. But I just got a little notice that was right there. So I was like, ooh, interesting. So yeah, I am. Ooh, hold on. It's giving me some things. Wait a minute, StreamYard. Okay, so yeah, right now apparently it's having trouble streaming into the group, but if you're watching from the Facebook page, it'll be okay. Woo, that scared me. Thank you for the notice, but don't be doing that while I'm going live. Absolutely not. Joyce is here. Says good morning, amazing Whack fam and wonderful Whack Wednesday. Absolutely, Joyce. Heath is here. Says happy Whack Wednesday. You right. Hoofnit, it says happy rainy Whack Wednesday, a Whack Fam Wednesday. I think the thumbnail cow is saying eat more boneless chicken. I know, right? You know, that was always an excellent marketing ploy by Chick-fil-A, is to like have the cows that are like, hey, eat more chicken. It's absolutely great. Now I'm eating some beef this week. Sorry about it. Linda says, good morning, Whack fam. Dee's here, says, morning, good weather. It's happy Whack Wednesday. You're right. It is Whack Wednesday. Gail's here, says, good morning, Autumn and Richard. Mary T's here, says, good morning, Whack fam. Happy Wednesday. Another gorgeous day in beautiful British Columbia. Super jealous. Absolutely.
That's what we all aspire to be.
Yes, exactly. Like Pacific Northwest. Beth is here, says, good morning, Whack fam. Rhonda's here, says, hello. Jerry Van West is here today, says, good morning, everyone. Hello, Jerry Van West. I'm so glad that you are here. TC's here, says, good morning, everyone. Absolutely. Gigi's here, says, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. How are you today? I'm doing great, Gigi. I'm so glad you're here. Kelly Keith is here, says, good morning. Susan B is here, says, good morning, all. Is that a rain cloud? It'd be like that sometimes, but yeah.
It was a hanger. Dress.
Exactly. He said, oh, so the dancing made you late. It's going to be a minute or two late every time, okay? That is, like, being late is on time. Being on time is being early, right? So, that's saying, I just made that up because, like, we're going to go live at, like, 9:31-ish. But we're still here, though. That's all that matters. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, there we go.
Beth said, Autumn, do you know who Squiggy is? I sent you a message and then thought she may be too young for you to know who that is. If you send it on Instagram, I literally haven't opened my Instagram. Like, I find so many messages in my inbox that I'm like, and then I have to respond to it. So thank you for letting me know. I will check it after this. Brian is here, says, good morning, y'all. Latanya's here, says, morning, Wark fam. You're right.
Good morning.
Linda said, I was busy at work and missed the call yesterday. I know. We were so sad that you couldn't join us. Yesterday, we had our monthly Patreon Zoom call.
Yes.
It was so fun. We had a great time. If you're interested in becoming a patron, so you get that monthly Zoom call, there is a link in the description, I'm pretty sure, of this video, wherever you're watching from. So check it out. It was so fun.
It was amazing.
Yeah, we were just talking about, we were talking about a variety of things. And it's just a really good way to, connect with you guys even more. I'm so glad. Thank you so much to everyone that's a patron. And thanks to everyone that came to the call. It was so fun. Dee says, do your ponytail higher so it stays off your neck. That's actually a great idea.
Nice.
But, so the problem with doing my ponytail higher, which once again, it's just like a comfort thing, is that when my ponytail gets high enough, then the gravity starts to pull at my scalp, I know, right? And make like a headache, but I'm sure, yes, there are better ways to get around it. But for now, I just twist it up and put a clip in my hair. So thank you for the suggestion. Yes. Let me see. Joe Ray's here, says, good morning, made it. You did. I'm so glad that you're here.
Happy and glorious Wednesday morning, everybody.
Nicole said, low morning? Good morning. Low. What's going on there? Let us know, Nicole. Absolutely. New morning. Mom said 20th comment. Did you count? How would you know that? Woohoo. Greetings and salutations. Wax fam of Sham Vietnama lamb. I hate you, Mom.
Somebody's been up too long.
I just want you to know. How did you even type that?
Get some sleep. Maybe she was voicing it.
And I had to pronounce Vietnam that way because I would normally say Vietnam.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Dana said, good morning, fellow whackers. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday so far. We absolutely are. So Jerry said that's the complete opposite of the saying. Yes, if you're on time, you're late. And if you're
that's what I was thinking. I was like,
oh my gosh. He said, so did you order the meat slicer after I sent you that link? No, but we did look at it for a while. We looked at it. We dreamed.
Wait,
we were like,
meat slicer?
Yeah, you remember we looked at all the different ones on Amazon.
But that wasn't Heath's link.
It sprung from Heath's link.
Okay.
Yes. No, I might not have told you, but yes, I clicked on Heath's link, and that's when I saw how economical they actually were, and I was like, okay. But then Amazon started presenting a lot of other options, and we're just like, oh, interesting. So we did look-sees, no ordersies right now. TC said update on the plant, non-existent, right? So I did talk about how I am going to get a pot of peppers this year. I'm going to grow my own pepper plant. I have not done that, but trust, I am committing to you. Sometime in May, that's going to happen. Is it too late? Should they already be planted?
I'm saying.
I don't know. So either way, but I will be doing it.
Pepper plant.
Yes. Yeah, Joe Ray said, oh, damn. I totally forgot about the Patreon call. I sent emails. I did my part, everyone. Yeah, so make sure you put it on your calendar. We did miss you, though. Absolutely. Holly said, morning, everyone. Listening while doing yard work before the rain. Holly was doing yard work last night before the call. See, this seems like too much work. You're in the yard in the morning, you're in the yard at night. It's like another job. So
a garden growing things.
Yeah, she has quite a garden. No, food. Like a food garden. Nice. Yeah. Beth said, Autumn, you were ready to go last night. So I thought I would ask you, have you started the pot gardening? No, I haven't. Yeah, we were on for an hour and a half. We just catch up, see how everyone's doing. But, when it gets to a certain time, I'm like, yeah, I got to go to sleep, right? No, I have not started the garden yet, but I am going to. It is an option. All these calls keep calling me, telling me that my Google business listing needs to be updated. And I'm like, y'all about to get cussed out. Yes, so I know, right? It's not Amber because Amber's downstairs. He said, I shave my head so I don't have to worry about all that long hair business. I know, right? I was this close to being like, do I want to cut all my hair off again? But to be honest, I really like my ponytail. It just gets on my nerves sometimes. So
that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's all of us.
Kelly Reich is here, said, I had a work call, but I'm here. Happy Wack Wednesday. You're right. I'm glad that you're here. Susan said Amazon wormhole. That's exactly. That is precisely what happened. Laura said, good morning, friends. Thank you for everything. With love, Laura from Southern California. We're glad you're here, Laura. Stacy's here, says, good morning. Dee brought up a good point. I think she shaves half of her head for the same reason. You're right. I could never if I had a whole head of hair this length, it would be gone. You're right. Like having the under part shaved is the only way to go. So yes, no, I could imagine that.
Seems about right to me.
Yes. He said, I was raised by a truck driver who was super OCD about being on time. He always said, if you are not early, you're late. Yeah. Look, that's how I feel about most everything in life. But yeah, like this, 1 or 2 minutes late, I'm okay. But I agree, like to the doctor or the dentist, to an appointment, I'm always early. But here I'm sitting down, I'm usually reading the comments, or I'm on YouTube somewhere. But Mary says not too late for the pepper plant. Good to know. Good to know. Maybelline is here, says good morning, all. Absolutely. Linda said maybe push the call 30 minutes. Yeah, like make it earlier. I think it's good because we were still on there for a while, but the Patreon call, it's a good length. I kind of do it on purpose. Like that's the way to round out the night. Remikla's here, says day 45 of the carnivore diet. How is that going? I would love to hear all about it because I'm on day 4.
Good.
And I'm loving it. Val is here. Val, I've missed you. I'm so glad that you are here. 4, exactly.
It's a start.
Absolutely.
But you're just doing a week, right?
Yes. Well, I don't know, actually. I know, right? Dee says we don't start planting till Victoria Day weekend here, aka May 24th. Do y'all have any arbitrary rules like that? I wouldn't know. I don't know the planting rules. So.
Wait, Victoria Day, that's a thing?
Yeah, probably named after a queen.
Secret at the end of that.
Brian said between May and the middle of June is fine for pepper plants. You have plenty of time. Good to know. So in the middle of May is what I am thinking.
Caboodle is the standard.
Jerry Van West says bald is beautiful, and I would have to agree with you, Jerry Van West.
See, everything is beautiful.
Robin said born and raised in Kentucky. Woo woo. I've always waited till after May 15th to plant a garden. Okay, good to know. Because we had snow last week, right? So everyone that planted early was just like, oh no, it's freezing over. So
it only lasted a day, so maybe it was just really nice cold water.
But was that enough to kill anything that had already gone? Val said in Indiana we plant after Mother's Day around May 10th. Wow. Okay, good to know. I'm not late.
Victoria's Day as well?
I thought that I was really behind the curve on this. So Holly, what are you doing? What is all this work you're doing?
I think she's prepping. Prepping the garden. I think she's tilling the land.
I know, right? Barry says, morning, everyone. Hi, Barry. I'm glad you're here. Mojo. My mom quoted the great philosopher, Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you're last. That is a saying, I love that movie, though. One of my favorite. Move the meeting later? Absolutely not. We can't do that. We can't go. We can't go late into the night like that. What would my life look like? So, it's a good time. I just got to stay on top of it. Remikla said it's going very well. I'm on day 4 of carnivore, and it is also going very well for me too. So, here's one thing. I'm really excited for how easy I am finding it. Sheila said, good morning, Adam and Richard, and all my WAC fam. Hi, Sheila. I'm so glad that you are here today.
Good morning, Sheila.
Kelly said, my blood sugar has gone up this week doing carnivore. Is that normal? So a couple of things to think about. Since you are taking in more protein, it's going to be important to balance that with fat. So to me, it's all still about your macros. It's easy to go carnivore and eat things like chicken breast or even just other meats that you aren't making it a point to add fat to. And if your body doesn't get enough fat signaling that it needs to burn fat for fuel, it will try to revert to glucose and gluconeogenesis and things like that. So yes, I have heard that eating increased protein can have a glucose response, but if you pair that with fat, it should be, similar. So yeah, exactly. So think about that. Make sure you're getting your fat when you're getting your protein as well.
Look at you.
Nicole said, Wisconsin here, we don't plant until the end of May. We've had snow, storms previously at the end of May. Same here.
I'm loving all the farm tips today.
Exactly.
Let me write some of this down.
Oh my gosh. Rhonda said, I'm loving the My Way Carnivore Challenge. Just dropping that weight and meal prep is so easy. Carnivore saves a lot of time. Yeah, see, that's kind of how I feel. That's why I was like, am I going to keep doing carnivore after this week? Because I do really like it. Holly said, yes, no planting, just doing weeding and some mulching and ground prep.
Do I know my gardening? Do I know my gardening?
You don't know your gardening regardless. No, absolutely not.
I said she was tilling the land.
Beth says I start planting in April, but indoors. In late April, it gets placed in the raised beds.
I got you.
Oh, Phyllis's wife has started planting too, and they live in Illinois, so that's a little further north. That's courageous. But if they're doing it inside, then that makes sense as well.
That's more control.
He said life is always better when you eat more meat. Yes, I kind of agree with that. I've been finding one thing that I'm really, really excited about doing this carnivore reset, which I've mentioned over and over again, is how I've been able to skip my sweet treat at the end of the day. I normally always have a bar. If it's a Quest bar, if it's a keto bar, no matter what it is, I've been able to skip it. And honestly, I haven't replaced it with a diet soda. I know.
Been doing so well.
The only sweet drink that I've had. Now, I did realize I had a Zip Fizz this morning, and that has sucralose in it. Don't at me, bro. Like, the Zip Fizz has been important for my workouts. Like, I tried doing the Key Nutrients that just has it's sweetened with stevia or something like that, but it just didn't give me what I needed. Like, my workout was particularly bad. I did not like it. And I was like, I got to have Zip Fizz.
To get in a better headspace.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. And the caffeine bump. Exactly. And right. And like I said, this is what I'm worried about. But you guys, no diet soda, no no Powerade Zeros, no Quest bar. That's a major win for me.
Yeah, that's my biggest shot is Quest bars.
Yep. Jerry Van West says, just got some Jordan Skinny Syrups, added a shot of mint chocolate to my coffee. This is an interesting flavor. I kind of like it. Yeah, mint chocolate would be good.
If you're a coffee drinker, then Skinny Syrups is the way to go.
Yes, I like them. Remikla said, I add butter to the lean meats I eat. Exactly. You got to have some fat.
And to be fair, when is it not awesome to add butter? You can put butter in almost anything.
Exactly. Fatty meat, just add more of it. You know what I'm talking about? Kathy PNAC's here says, hello, party people. Happy Hump Day. Absolutely with the camels. I'm absolutely here for it.
Yes,
so adorable. TC said soybean planting season has started in Iowa. Start your crops now. I love it. I absolutely love it. Tanya's here, says, good morning from the Bronx. Tanya, I'm so glad you were able to join us this morning. This is Tanya's first time on a live. Everyone, welcome her to the WAC fam. I'm so glad that you're here.
Tanya.
And I didn't know that you were from New York City. That's pretty dope.
Good morning, Tanya.
Mary T said later today it'll be in the 70s,
NYC.
but freezing overnight, so no planting here. Absolutely not. See, that's what I'm saying. It is a lot of it's just it can go back and forth. So I feel glad that I'm not too late. Yeah, and this time of year. So it's just like, okay, planting in May seems to be the way to go. Sheila said, I weighed 189 this morning, trying hard to be good. My lowest weight was 171, so almost there, kind of. Sheila, we're in the same space right now. So last year, I kind of stayed in the 170s pretty hard. I was between 170 and 175 whenever I was eating normal, and then I would go between 175 and 180 if I were to have like a red day or something like that. So, but this year, y'all know that has not been the case. So right now I am fighting to get back into the 170s. And then from there I can adjust, because last year my lowest weight ever was like 168.8. But that was after a 2-day fast. Like, that wasn't real, So I never truly sustainably got in the 160s. So I don't even know if that's my goal this year. My goal is just to get back in and stay in the 170s. I never want to be in the 190s again. I never want to be at the 200 mark again. Like, I'm trying to get to a place where I can balance my diet out between a mixture of keto days and red days and cheat days, where I don't go so crazy that I get back up in the 190s and the 200s, like that. Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
I'm with you.
Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, I feel you. I feel you, Sheila. We are there. So he said you will never have a problem with eating meat. It does not matter the amount. There's no such thing as too much when it comes to eating the proper human diet. I agree with that. I agree that if you're eating whole, real meat, then you can eat as much as you want, but that's the catch. As much as you want is always a reasonable amount for your body because it just signals when you're done.
And I would also recommend your local farmers markets.
Yes.
Like, know where your food comes from more than if you can't help it, then whatever's nearby. But it's nice to know where your food comes from.
Yes, I agree. Kelly says, what would your net carb count limit be for bars, or just depends on your macros? So for me, it just depends on my macros. Honestly, the highest I go is and I'm thinking total carbs, because see, I don't really, in my opinion, when I'm counting net carbs for bars, especially depending on the ingredients, I'm really listening to them when I know that they're probably fudging the numbers, right? But I'm choosing to believe the lie. Are you okay, honey?
Yeah, no.
Something is going on with you.
Glasses are foggy.
Oh my, because it's so hot in here. We have not turned on the air. Oh, so that's not fog, that's hair grease. Right? So for instance, the Quest bars are generally the highest number of total carbs that I'll eat, like 21 to 23 total carbs. You tell me that's 4 net carbs. I don't trust it. I just don't, right? So I really try to put my total carbs in there. And if I'm eating a Quest bar, maybe I'll try to stay under 40 total carbs. So 23 of those carbs will come from a Quest bar. And then the other, 15 carbs will come from cheese and other things that I'm eating throughout the day. But that's why I love like keto bars, because the total carbs are only at 13. So I could eat a perfect keto bar and really stay under 20 total carbs a day, because the rest of the stuff that I eat is pretty much carnivore. So I don't really count net carbs on treats, because I don't trust that you can, take all that stuff off.
That is true.
Joyce
I like everything you just said.
Thank you, honey. Joyce said, going back carnivore will be much better for me and more simple. I've been making it more complicated on myself. Yes, I agree with that. I mean, and so that's why, like I said, I've pretty much been eating carnivore for the past month anyway. Yes. I just added on a sweet treat at the end of the day. But I have not had any significant vegetable meal. Like, the only time I eat vegetables is lettuce with my taco tray. I don't have to have Brussels sprouts. I don't have to have broccoli or cauliflower or things like that. I only have lettuce. So all I got to do is cut that out, and then I'm pretty much carnivore as is. So I'm really so I really now I'm really pleased that I've been able to cut out the sweet treats. Brian says, so now when Hoofnick comes home from a bike ride, the first thing she says is, where's my meats? Last night it was bacon, burgers, and brat from the Blackstone. That is quite a bee operation you got going on there.
That sounds
but I'm having all of those things today as well, and so it is delicious. I forgot how much I love brats, and right now they're the Johnsonville beer brats. I bought the Aldi brats, and don't get me wrong, they're okay, and they are cheaper, but the Johnsonville, there is a difference, and I prefer the Johnsonville beer brats, and I appreciate that I know. So now when I choose them, I'm choosing them for a reason, because those are expensive. I'm like, dang, why they gotta be so much more? But it's like, I honestly enjoy them more, and it makes me happier. So
nice. Yes, I like all brats.
I like all brats. D said, I'll be joining the Ketovore bandwagon finally once I finish this loaf of low-carb bread. That's awesome. So are you going to continue your carb ups? Because I know that you do like a cyclical thing. Are you going to do like Ketovore mostly during the week and then have a carb up? I want to hear all about it.
Look at you.
Absolutely.
I want to hear about stuff.
Dana said, skinny syrups have been hard to find in my area. I have looked everywhere. I'm running low. Have you looked at Bed Bath & Beyond? That was one place where I was very surprised to find such a large array of skinny syrups, because last year for my birthday, which we're doing it again this year, I'm excited. I gotta go get all the gift cards. I gotta go get them.
You're such a goofball. My wife, ladies and gentlemen, she wants to go show you all the gift cards we got for the
Christmas.
Yes.
So last year, you guys remember, so for Christmas, we play gift card roulette. And so all we get is gift cards pretty much in my family, right? So what we decided is, and look, we got these in December. They're all still sitting right here. We do not use gift cards. Like, we just don't use them, Apparently in Richard's family, they use them the week between Christmas and New Year's. Like gift cards are made to be spent, right?
Oh, yeah.
But
we in the store.
we save them up. But last year we did something really fun.
When you say we, you mean you?
You came along.
No, I mean, even before me, did you always say them? Or did everybody in your family always just spend them instantly?
No.
So everybody.
Autumn never spends her gift cards.
Thank you.
Amber did all the years, like she never spent it.
So when do you spend yours?
That's
our family, right there. See, Amber is more like regular people.
Okay, I have these families.
Yeah. So when you say we, you say it like French. And when you say we, you say it in French because it's more like you.
Well, I guess.
Because I was like, we, you saying we a lot. Who is this we?
Oh, you speak French now. Yeah.
I was like, no, but my family's the same way. Like, we go the next week.
So I would honestly
burn them things.
So I would honestly keep them till Christmas the next year. Like I don't spend gift cards because I don't break my routine, you know, and all these are places to go that aren't in my routine. But for my birthday last year, I had a great idea of like, that can be something special that we do for my birthday is like go on a shopping spree, if you will, to spend all these gift cards. Yes, exactly. So this kind of forces me out of my routine, forces me to do something different. So this year, look, we are going, we might need to go to Lowe's earlier because our lawnmower doesn't work. Lowe's. And then we have, so many Chick-fil-A's. Yes. And then we have a movie one. I'm still mad about that. Don't get me wrong. But here's a Bath and Body Works, Meyer, TJ Maxx. There is a Bed Bath and Beyond. I haven't been I hadn't been to Bed Bath and Beyond in like 5 years before getting this gift card. Like I was just
was the whole point of the thing.
Yes. But when we went to Bed Bath and Beyond, oh gosh. And I had to figure out what to get. I was like, we were just in line, impulse buying things. Yes. And I was just like, oh my gosh, they have such a crazy array of skinny syrups here. Now they were more expensive than if you found them at other places, but they had different flavors. So I'm like, go for it.
A much more variety.
It was crazy variety. Yes. Dana said, welcome Tanya to the madness. I know, right? Exactly. Like it is madness. So sorry. Yes. Sorry about that.
Yes,
so.
Because we all save gift cards forever.
Yes. Everyone's saying hi Amber, bye Amber. And by the time I get to your guys' comments, she's been gone. So yes, I'm just trying to see. Joe Ray says hi hamster. Exactly.
I love the
G says hey big sis, bye big sis. I know, right? So
I love the comments popping up. This is so high tech.
Yes, it is, and I like it so much better because now I can like stay. I can find where I am in the comments instead of getting lost.
She loves it.
Yes. I love it too. Love y'all, Wax Fam.
Gail says hi, Amber. So
I love everybody to pieces.
Yes. Okay. She's leaving now. So now
Keto Palooza 2021 or bust.
Yes, Keto Palooza 2021 or bust. Don't forget, that's a great reminder. There are still virtual tickets left. So you guys, if you want to come to Keto Palooza, it is a meetup event that we have in Louisville, Kentucky. This will be the second annual. Right now, in-person tickets are sold out because we are capped due to restrictions, due to COVID. Safety first, right? But we are also adding on a virtual element this year. So you don't have to travel. You can enjoy Keto Palooza from the comfort of your very own home. If you are interested in that, there's a link in the description of this video. Get you a virtual ticket to Keto Palooza. It's gonna be lit. Yes. So I am so glad that Amber reminded me. But of course, Amber will be there. Richard will be there. My mama will be there. Aunt Beverly will be there. I'm trying to get grandmama there. But once again, y'all don't want her there. She is too much for everyone. Like
to start trying to sell you stuff.
Exactly, like shoes, like pairs of shoes and earrings and backpacks and things like that.
Thumbnail.
Exactly. She will try to sell you anything. So,
take a picture with you.
Tanya said, "Love you guys. Made my day when you shouted out the boogie down." Absolutely.
Hey.
New York. Now, see, I've never been to the Bronx personally, but New York City is my favorite place on the planet.
All the boroughs in New York,
yes,
so
pretty
different
great
and so amazing.
I've only gone to so I spend the majority of my time in Manhattan.
So much flavor.
But last time when me and my best friend Ho went there, we did a nighttime bus ride in Brooklyn. Which was awesome. Brooklyn's huge. It's like a whole other city. It's all huge. Then when we do our bus ride, we ride all the way up to, is it Queens at the top? Like, it's amazing. I'm obsessed.
I grew up on that. I grew up on New York.
You've never been to New York?
Yes, but I lived vicariously through the television.
Oh my gosh, we all feel like he's been to New York at one point.
More New York than
he says, remember, there are no cave paintings of vegetables. Mankind is the ultimate alpha predator. Ooh, alpha predator. That was achieved by eating meat. Absolutely. Harris here says, good morning, listening and working. I typically start my garden around Mother's Day. Good to know. I love how that's like a signifier of the year. I'm gonna start thinking that from now on. Although y'all know I ain't planting no garden.
No, what he said is like, the meat thing is correct, but also know where your meat comes from.
That's true.
That's the most important.
You can't get your meat in a package.
All meat is not the same.
Yeah, like all the processed things we have these days, all the fillers
how
and
they
whatnot.
raise and how they're fed.
Yep, it really does matter on the quality.
Where it comes from.
Joe Ray said, same here. My goal is to get into the 170s, getting closer to Wonderland now. I am so pumped for you, Joe Ray. Like, you are doing it right. Like, you're just like consistent step, you know? I'm there for it because I'm just like mountain. I'm like, boop, boop, boop. I'm like, I'm like chocolate clear. Boom! It goes all the way up and it comes back down. I really need to work on the consistency. That's what I'm working on. So Dana said, Mom, I've looked at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Ross, Bealls, never heard of it, and Marshall's, all out. That's what I'm saying. Try that Bed Bath & Beyond though. So I was so surprised. Tanya said, gonna start Carnivore Reset on Saturday. I have a freezer full of meats too. Absolutely. Way to go. So yes, I was saying,
I also have a freezer full.
I think that you never eat. You just stack on more.
I ate pork chops yesterday.
You did eat pork chops.
I eat meat all the time.
But you always buy meat.
I just make enough where I don't have to make it 2 days in a row.
No, I'm just saying you have enough meat to last you 3 weeks in the freezer, and then that would clean the freezer out. But you would never do that. You always keep this this meat buffer.
Well, you know how much meat's on sale?
Exactly. He buys it when it's on sale, no matter what.
I know when that meat's on sale.
So I was saying, seeing that I've eaten carnivore anyway, I think I might go. Here's my thing. It would be better on my budget and probably my mental state if I cut out the sweet treats. So I'm thinking like maybe every other week I'll do a carnivore situation where I eat no sweet treat. And then maybe I'll go back to having, just like a sweet treat. I don't know if I even need to do that. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I do know that because here's the thing. Okay. Having my sweet treats for the last couple of weeks hasn't been bad. It hasn't been triggering. Like that's my only problem. Is like
that's what I found.
Sweets makes me want more sweets.
You haven't mentioned it. You haven't like man, I'm craving something. You haven't done any of those things.
And I really think it's the moon cheese that helps because moon cheese is such like a salty, delicious snack. It almost reminds me of chips. And that's I can end my day on that, and it's been really satisfying. And that's exactly what I do. I end my day on moon cheese, So I'm thinking if I can cut out the sweets, then the better. I mean, really, sweets don't serve a purpose. So it's just, the more I can get away from them, the absolute better. So, Calabama Adventure says, do you think you need to count macros? Calabama Adventures, I've never said your name before, so I'm glad that you're here.
Anybody with adventures in your name.
Okay, exactly. So here's my thing. I don't, to a certain extent, at different times in your journey. It's never a complete yes or no, but in the very beginning, depending on the type of person you are, I absolutely think it's important to count macros. I have staked all of my success on counting my macros, and I love counting and keeping track of my macros. That's just me. If counting things stresses you out and, you're super meticulous and obsessed with it, then no, you don't have to count macros. But I would say at that point, you have to be more restrictive on what you're eating, because if you're eating whole meats, vegetable, like the cauliflower, broccoli, things like that, I wouldn't be, healthy fats like olive oil, butter, avocado oil, etc. Then no, you don't have to count your macros as much, but it's when you start getting that processed food in there, like, sweets, even cheese, nuts, things like that. It's things that aren't those carnivore things. You have to start counting them because they add up really quickly and they're very easy to overeat on, right? So the Calabama Adventures, I don't know, how did you know, first of all, but this would be a great time to announce that I finally put a date on the calendar for my course that I'm launching, and it's all about macros. It's I know, right? More info coming in the email. So once again, go to watchoutonketo.com and sign up for my email list if you want more information. I'll be sending an email about it this week because it's starting in May. And it's all about macros. It's learning, first of all, what macros are, how to calculate your macros, but more importantly, how to take those numbers and decide what to eat. Because a lot of people have trouble, you know, figuring out, okay, I have these numbers. I have 120 grams of fat, 80 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs. What does that mean for food, you know? And so I've really honed my expertise in that over the past few years in understanding exactly how to take your macros and turn them into meal plans, like things that you can actually eat.
That's where I always have my issue, because I get overwhelmed with the numbers.
Yeah,
Once the numbers start coming, you know, that cartoon when the numbers get bigger than you and then they start chasing you. Yeah. I'm that guy.
The cartoons start chasing you. So this is just
me.
This is just I'm excited about this course because it's a really good foundational level of information to have. You know, I'm not saying that you have to calculate macros forever for the rest of your life,
but it's like
it's knowing how to do it. It's like your multiplication tables. You might not use it every day, but at least you know how it works.
It's a nice start.
And once you know how it works, you can have the freedom to choose the foods that you're going to eat without wondering what it's going to do for your keto journey, you know, to get the results that you want. Yeah. So I know, right? So I'm really excited about that. So short answer, do you think you need to count macros? I say yes, but you know, there are plenty of people that have found success not counting them at all. And so it just depends on the type of person you are.
But if you don't count them, just know that you don't know. So you have to be a little bit more restrictive on where you go, because it could be
because food quality matters at that point. Yes. Mary T said, I just want to say that between these lives and the Zoom calls, this community is the best. It's the secret to all of our success. Mary, thank you so much. Same here, though,
Mary
like back this way. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad to all the new members of the WAC fam that we've met in 2021. Like, this is just absolutely great. And that's what I love about this community, is that so many new great people get to join, but then, you know, all the OGs that have been here are just so welcoming and encouraging and open and uplifting.
We're all on that same journey.
We are on that same journey.
In that journey.
Yes, exactly. But we're all in this together on my High School Musical tip.
Each one teach one.
Each one teach one. Tanya's here and says, "What's up, you guys?" Good morning. No, it was actually very famous choreography from the movie, but that's all right. I just want to say you weren't doing that. You were just making it up. Sheila said, I made a vegetable beef soup yesterday using Keto Chow beef base. It was really good. You know, their savory versions are really good. I put them in my, I made a roast or something like that, and it was very good. I made the beef based. Yeah. It was it was a while ago. I haven't done it in a while, but it was really delicious. Don't forget, you can get 10% off your Keto Chow purchase if you use the link in the description below. It is absolutely here. So yes. Gail said, for the last month or so, I've been doing total carbs. I like the way Joe and Rachel say to set a total carb cap of 30 to 50 if you want to have a treat. Exactly. That's exactly what I do. So it's like, if I set my carb cap, my total carb cap to 40 or 50, I truly can have a Quest bar and it fit into those macros, you know? So I'm really cognizant of having those ingredients and stuff like that.
Well, and trying something different this time.
Yes.
So you're like even more advanced.
Dana said, have you tried the firecracker brats yet? They are fire/flame emoji. No, I have not tried them because I don't see them a lot. They're not a staple in the Meijer. And then when I have seen them, they just, you know, haven't. They didn't have enough to sustain my meal prep. You know, they had like one package, and I was like, I can't do this.
And I firecracker yours a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. My husband makes me my firecracker brats all on his own. I don't need Johnsonville to make my brats a firecracker brat. You know what I'm talking about?
Pepper flakes and cayenne pepper.
It's so great. Phyllis says, "Hello, WAC fam. I guess I'm late as usual, but you're here, Phyllis. That's all that matters. You are here." Sheila says, show you love. You know what to do, everyone. Go ahead. Go. All right. All right.
There we go. I did it.
Absolutely. That's crazy.
That's what it was.
Jerry Van West says, I got my skinny syrup from them direct. Got a free bottle. Didn't know you can get them from Bed Bath & Beyond. Man. I'll have to break out my 20% coupon.
Know, right?
Yes. Because you know Bed Bath & Beyond be sending you these huge coupons. Get 20% off your entire purchase or one item at regular price. It
does fall into the Beyond category.
Yes, it does. It is definitely something beyond. So
I'm saying just go to one of those weird. Now go to all the bath places. Now.
Yes, Mary said there must be a gift card there for a meat slicer and ice cream maker. I know, right? We could probably go. We could probably get something off at like Target or something like that. Oh wow, I have a TJ Maxx and then I have one of those ones that turns into a TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So
ask 5 Guys to borrow there.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I love having all of these gift cards. It was really, really fun.
The first time I saw them, I was so like, are you collecting them? Why do you have a stack of gift cards here? Did somebody give you this whole wad for some reason? Like, here you go. Here's 30 gift cards.
Oh my God. That's just how I am. Dee said, yes, girl, the carb ups will be still be going down. Let's not get crazy. It's really helping to regulate my cycle. Yes, I want to incorporate that into my monthly routine as well.
I'm always a big fan of whatever alleviates the pressure between your ears.
Yes, so you don't
the mental
steam below emoji.
The mental part of all this is so understated. Like, that is where the fight happens. More than likely all
Kelly
the time.
said local surplus stores had Kind bars for $3.99 a box. First of all, that's nuts. So that's why I asked about carb count. They're about 5 grams of net carbs per bar. Yes, Kelly, but I'm also at the point where I am trying not to eat things with added sugar. And so the thing about Kind bars is that even though they don't have a lot of net carbs, the carbs that they do have tends to come from added sugar, So that's just something to think about. But once again, I'm not no ingredient snob. It's all about if it fits your macros and if it's allowing you to get the results that you want. If you're feeling good about yourself, if you're stepping on the scale, seeing what you want, if you're looking in the mirror, seeing what you want, then be kind to yourself and have a kind bar. That's all I'm saying. But when it gets to the point where I'm eating keto, but things aren't happening the way that it's supposed to, then I start to like reel it in and examine those ingredients and stuff like that.
And you do this a case-by-case basis. It says we are all different. Everybody's body is unique.
Yes.
So it all affects us differently.
Exactly. Tanya says, try Amazon for skinny syrups. Yes, we all know you can get them on the internet. But y'all know how I am. I'm just not a fan of buying things on the internet.
She would much rather drive around the city and look for it.
No, stack up on it when I get.
There you go. And find
Tanya said, I got a stack of those darn 20% coupons. Now you know what to do with them. Joe Ray said, thank you, everyone. I'm glad that, yes, Joe Ray, you are nailing it. Yeah, so
basically.
He said, do y'all have those places that buy gift cards from you? Maybe you can sell them all. So I think they're websites, right? Do they actually, I don't know if there's physical places, but it's not that I don't like gift cards. It's just that I rarely go out of my routine to use them, right? So now I kind of look at it as a challenge to spend them all because there are things that I like. So
I and apparently your sister do go to random stores, and we like
as soon as it's done,
basically money that just sitting there. So why not use it?
No. Sheila said, did you ever get word from Michael from Michigan? No, I have not talked to Michael and the kids. I sent her an email yesterday because she's also one of the most valued patrons.
Super busy.
Yeah, but I will make sure that she knows that we are looking for her, and I expect to see her at Ketopalooza because she's going to be there. So yes, TC said, got my air fryer and Ninja blender cheap with a sale combined with one of those coupons. Absolutely, that's amazing. Okay, you guys, we gotta get ready to go here. So I want to talk about my weight. So, here, let me TC. There you go. Okay, so I was 190.4 on Monday when I stepped on the scale. Monday was an eating day. It was delicious. It was carnivore, right? Because I'm doing carnivore this week. So I stepped on the scale on Tuesday, and it was 191.2. That's a gain of 0.8. That was really great, like to eat 3,000 calories worth of carnivore foods and really only go up by 0.8 on the scale. I was really pleased with that. However, I was even more pleased today because I fasted yesterday and I stepped on the scale today. 188.0.
What in the squad?
What in the what? So that was a loss of 3.2 pounds, right?
Now you just acting up.
I know, right? Now I'm just going all crazy and whatnot. So that was a reason for me. I was just like, you know what? Carnivore might not be that bad, right? So I am, so I'm just liking it, but still, you guys. This is the lowest I've been in over a month, absolutely. Yes. And also 188 is whole sentimental value for me because that was how much I weighed the day of our wedding. I remember that because I stepped on the scale the day of our wedding and I weighed 188.
Well, I love my wife. You mean the world to me. 188 means so much to me now too.
Why are you like this? But so, it's also a good mental reminder because I'm like, I was 188 on March 9th last year, right? So I'm just about a month, I'm about, 45 days behind that, which is okay, which means that I still have the year to accomplish all the goals to get back where I was last year and even further, right? So I feel like, gosh, why is it still May? Like, why is it already May and I'm still playing this game with myself? But I've got back on track. And it takes time. Yes. Like, that's all that matters. So, yes, I know, right? Everyone, thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. I am here for it. Chris is here. Says, howdy, y'all. Chris, I'm going to send you a text later. I'm glad that you're here, Gail. Yes, thank you for the emoji. So
everyone's congratulating.
Yes, look at his face. It's ridiculous. So he said, have to run. See you again tonight. Well, we're so glad that you are, that you were here so far. Yeah, exactly. Mary T said, missed that screenshot. Oh, thankfully you did, because he's absolutely ridiculous. So.
What are you talking about?
Yes, Dana said the Bears is here. Time to go. I know, right?
Yeah, basically.
So Chris said, "Oh, what? Autumn could do her crying routine, and Richard can't." Exactly. He's too much when he does that.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
I'm
Today
so
you are the live favorite.
Yes. Whoa. Now you're overstepping. Okay, you can't turn people into the live favorite. Absolutely not. Adorable. Chris and Miriam, I'm so glad that you are that you're here. I'm excited that I'm jealous of the travel. Going through security in Minneapolis, I thought y'all traveled yesterday, but it wasn't an overnight sort of situation, was it? Regardless, I am so glad.
38 keto channels in the refrigerator.
I know, right? That's lifestyle. Yes, Brian said, "Have a blessed day, y'all." Look, Brian, I'm in that same boat with you. Okay, we've got to go. I have some calls after this, but I'm eating carnivore today. I am loving it. But don't forget, you can catch us tonight at 8:30 p.m. Tonight is Whack Wednesday, everybody, right? So come back and join us.
So if you want more of this one.
Or this one, which Lord knows. I mean, I'm just saying. So thank you so much for joining us. Okay. Have a good day and catch us on the closing. Okay. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Absolutely. Oh, wait, how do I play?